What's going on, everybody? It's Kanye. In today's video, I'm going to be doing our first episode of the Play Like a Pro series. Now, if you've watched any of my previous videos, especially the videos in 2K22, I did a series called Play Like a Pro where I take different pro basketball players, current and, old guys, and I try to replicate their build as much as I can in 2K. And I figured, what better way to start the series than using the back-to-back MVP, Nikola Jokic? I know a lot of people are looking for good center builds right now, and I think this is going to be a little bit off of what people would typically make in a center build this year, but I also think it's going to be very, very good. So let's go ahead and get started. Please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. I appreciate it more than you know. Today we're going to be making a center, obviously making Nikola Jokic. Handing this jersey number up to you. When we look at the body settings, I'm actually gonna go 7 foot on this build. I feel like a lot of people are making the 6'10s because they can handle the ball extremely well. I am gonna be putting Nikola Jokic's attributes up on the board throughout the video, just so you can kind of see what I have versus what 2K actually has for their builds, for the Nikola Jokic build. So you can see that I'm doing my best to make this as accurate as possible while still making a good my career build on top of that. So some of it's gonna be tweaked just for the benefit of my career, and the other parts, the attributes are going to be really close. So body settings, 7'2", we're going to go 242 pounds and wingspan 7'7". Going these physicals are going to allow us to meet certain attribute cap thresholds. Again, you can definitely tweak this to meet different ways you want, but this is just kind of how I had it set up. So when we look at our finishing to start, we're going to go close shot of 85. We're going to go driving layup of 71. We're going to go driving dunk of 72, standing dunk of a 90, and a post control of a 75. Now I'm going to go ahead and put up Nikola Jokic's inside scoring attributes here. You can see that, for the most part, our standing dunk is at a 90, which matches. Driving dunk's at a 72. He has a 75, so that's pretty close. The layup is a 91. Now, the only reason I didn't put the layup up that high is just because it doesn't benefit a center build enough to have a layup at a 95, plus it would have cost us a lot of attribute points. So I figured sticking it around where the driving dunk is at will work just fine. Moving down to shooting, we have an 81 mid-range, 79 three ball, and a 71 free throw. So Nikola Jokic, as you can see here, when I put the shooting stats up, he has a really high mid-range shot and about an 83 ball. So this is relatively close. Again, I don't think you need that high of a mid-range attribute, and plus it would be really hard to get that while also still making the rest of the build reasonably accurate. So we went with an 81 mid-range, a 79 three ball, and you're going to be able to hit your free throws with a 71. Something I forgot to mention, we do have 22 finishing badges. So when we pull up the finishing badges here, you're going to be able to put your 10 on your tier 1 and tier 2 and have 12 left over, which means you can get 3 silver badges once you core one of your badges, right? So how it works is we have our 10 badges here, we have our 12 left over. So let's say we spend 6 on silver masher, 6 on silver rise up. We can then core badge rise up, get those 6 badges back, and throw 6 on fast twitch for silver. So you can have all these badges on silver. Just know you can have at least 3 of these on silver or 2 of them on gold, however you want to do it. For our shooting, we are going to have 20 shooting, which means we're going to put our 10 here. We're going to have 10 left over. So you can get 2 bronzes and then a 3rd bronze after you core badge, or you can do a silver and another silver, or you could even do a gold and a silver. You're going to have options, but you can definitely do 3 bronzes, or you can do 2 of other tiers as well. Moving down to playmaking. So for playmaking, we're going to see here we've got an 85 pass accuracy, a 65 ball handle, and a 59 speed with ball. Now, to make this build 7 foot, obviously the ball handling and speed with ball, we're going to take somewhat of a hit, especially if we put the wingspan up, which I definitely wanted to do. So our pass accuracy is an 85. Jokic has a 93 pass accuracy, which by all means we could max this out, but pass accuracy costs a lot of attribute points and it would really hurt the build in other ways. We also have ball handle and speed with ball. Jokic's speed with ball is a 60, ball handle is a 76. Again, you could make this build 6'11" to get the 76 ball handle, but I felt like 7 foot was just a better way to go because a lot of people are wanting 7 foot builds this year. Now, for defensive and rebounding, we're going to have a 73 interior defense, a 50 perimeter defense, 50 steals, 74 block, 70 offensive rebound, and 93 defensive rebound. Now, this area was a part I wanted to get really close to Jokic's defending, because a lot of people mistake the fact for Jokic to be an elite defender just because he gets a lot of rebounds. When we look at Jokic's defending stats, he has a 70 interior defense. We've got a 61 perimeter, 63 steal, and then a 63 block. So we are pretty close to that. We do have a slightly higher interior defense. We do have a much higher block just because I feel like you're going to want a higher block in this game playing my career. Then we also look at the defensive rebounding stats. We have a 68 offensive rebound. I have a 70 here, and they have a 98 defensive rebound. I have a 93. So the rebounding stats are really, really close. When we look at the badges, I skipped over playmaking. When we look at our playmaking badges, we get a total of 16, which means you're going to be able to equip 10 here, and you're going to be able to get 1 silver playmaking badge, and then once you court, you can get a second silver playmaking badge. I would definitely recommend Needle Threader this year. I've equipped it, and it already seems to make a big difference. Another thing would be possibly Unpluckable if you are going to be trying to handle the ball in this build, because it is a Nikola Jokic build by all means, or you could go Silver Dimer and boost your teammates' shots. One thing I do like this year is that Floor General is a tier 1 badge, so you're automatically going to be able to boost your teammates for a pretty cheap price. You're also, you're going to want badges like Vice Grip and Break Starter as a big. But yes, 2 silver badges once you core one of them. I would probably go Needle Threader and Dimer. Now for our defensive badges, we have 19 of these. So, you get to equip your 10 in tier 1 and tier 2. Then, we got Anchor. I would definitely throw Anchor on bronze using 5 of those leftover ones. And then you can proceed to core that. And then you can go and get Gold Rebound Chaser, and then you should have a couple badges left over. I would highly recommend Anchor and Rebound Chaser, though. Pogo Stick, I don't think is something you want to spend a lot of badges on. Just work on not jumping in the paint, and I think that'll be very beneficial. But where we do have the low interior defense and block stats, we do want to have the Anchor badge for sure. Now, moving on to the physicals. We went with a 66 speed, a 60 acceleration, and then we went with an 82 strength, a 66 vertical, and an 83 stamina. Now, when we look at Jokic's 2K build, they have him at a 63 speed, a 62 acceleration, a 93 strength, a 63 vertical, and a 97 stamina. So we were able to get that very, very close. The reason I don't have the stamina all the way up is just because once you get Gatorade boost, things like that, you're not going to need your stamina maxed out, and it just takes points. So overall, when we look back, we were able to somewhat stay really close to what 2K has Jokic ratings at, but also make it a slightly better 2K build in different ways. So once we get into here for our takeovers, now I know we have a really good scoring ability with the 80 mid-range, 79 3-ball, and we've got elite finishing ability. So you're not going to have trouble putting up 20 a game, but the biggest part is we want to make sure that we can get those secondary stats that Jokic always gets. So for our first takeover, we've got See the Future. Now we do have a 90-something defensive rebound, but this is going to allow us an even bigger advantage of seeing where the rebounds are going. And we also have the secondary takeover of team boost rating. So now whenever you pass to someone and you're on this takeover, or even before you pass to them, there's just a large boost on teammates' ratings offensively. So any passes you make, they're going to be, on a higher rating system, so they're more likely to make their shots. So you're helping your teammates here to play better, but you're also going to increase your chances of assists. So when we look at this build, we're going to see that we have actually managed the build itself. The builder recognizes this as a Shades of Jokic build, which I think is really cool. We also get Embiid and Kristaps Porzingis comparisons, which aren't bad at all. And you can see we've made an inside the arc score. The reason that this is called an inside the arc score is because we did down that 3-ball to a 79. You could up it to an 80. You're going to be called a 3-level score, and I kind of wanted to have something different. I've been seeing a lot of 3-level scores in the game. But yeah, so we have Shades of Nikola Jokic, which is what we were going for, and we got a really cool build name and inside the arc score. Now, to go ahead and show you how I would lay out the badges for Nikola Jokic, we're going to go and we're going to start with this at a 99. For our finishing, we're definitely going to need things like post spin technician. We'll go ahead and put that on bronze. Limitless takeoff on bronze can't hurt on pick and roll situations. Fearless finisher is going to be beneficial this year. Posterizer, go ahead and get that on bronze. Back down punisher you want on silver. And then, what we could do is actually just take Fearless Finisher down to bronze. When we get up here, right, so we've got 12 badges left. We can go Silver Rise Up. We can go Silver Masher. And then what we can do is we can look at Masher, we can core it, then we can throw on Silver Fast Twitch. Now, there's definitely different ways you can move this around. This is going to really help you under the rim. You don't necessarily need Fearless. You can move that. But this is just kind of how I would set it up. You could also, sub out Posterizer for Drop Stepper. And I just backed out. I was having issues with this last time. But you saw what we had here. So we had Silver back down. You could go Bronze Drop Stepper. Silver Rise Up will be what we put on. I got to get these other badges on first. All right, so that is 9. And then Post Spin Technician. And then we had Silver, Core, Silver. So this is how I would lay out your finishing badges, something like this. Again, the post ones are, you can move around. If you play more of a pick and roll game, do stuff like Posterizer and then, possibly Bully if you are going to be more on the pick and roll game. But if you're going to be in the low post, Back Down Punisher, Drop Stepper, these 3 badges are going to really help you under the rim. Limitless Takeoff, you could sub out and up your Post Spin Technician again, things like that. Now, for shooting, we're going to have some really good shooting badges available to us in the Tier 1 category where we are center. So Amped, this one could be beneficial where you are a big guy and you do have somewhat of a lower stamina. If it does start to affect you in-game, you can throw on Amped. What I would do for sure is go ahead and throw on Midi Magician on like Gold or Hall of Fame. I'll go ahead and throw it on Gold just because where you are going to be a post player too is Nikola Jokic. This is going to help you hit those mid-range fadeaways, things like that, post spins. I would throw Guard Up on Silver. I would also throw Green Machine on Silver. One thing that's really nice about the shooting badges on centers is that Blinders is a Tier 2 badge. You could also get Blinders on Silver. You could even get Claymore if you want to sit corner on this build. But lastly, we want to do Catch and Shoot on Silver, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to core that. And, you could do Corner Specialist and Claymore. Again, if you want to sit corner on this build in the rec or park, you could do Claymore and Corner Specialist. But I would go ahead and do Deadeye or Limitless Range. Personally, with your lower 3-point rating, I would go ahead and just do Deadeye. And then with your last 4, go ahead and get Silver Blinders. So this is how I would set up the Nikola Jokic build. Again, you could definitely sub out for things like Claymore and Corner Specialist if you are going to be sitting a lot. But if you're sitting pick and pops, you're going to want stuff like this. Also another badge to look at could be something like Volume Shooter. If you are going to take Slippery Off Ball, could be beneficial as well. So again, this is how I would set it up on standard, but you can definitely move those around to make it better for your specific playstyle. Now, for playmaking, we are going to want Floor General on Gold. I do think Special Delivery can be a fun badge for Nikola Jokic. I mean, obviously he's a good passer, so we do want stuff like that. You're definitely going to want Vice Grip at least on Bronze this year. You probably are actually going to want it on Silver. And then with our last 6, we can go ahead and do Silver Needle Threader, and we can core it and go and get Silver Dimer as well. You could get Post Playmaker, that would be fine. Honestly, what I'll probably do too is I will knock down our Floor General and our Special Delivery to Silver badges. And our Vice Grip, I'll go ahead and throw down to a Bronze just so we can get Bronze Break Starter as well for outlet passes. This way, you're going to be able to make the outlet pass off rebounds. You're going to be able to pass well and definitely help your teammates as a playmaker, which is something Nikola Jokic does. Now, finally, for our defense and rebounding badges, we're definitely going to want Post Move Lockdown on Bronze. We're definitely going to want Box Out Beast on Silver. You might gold that if you want. Again, it's up to you. Let's see. I would also throw on Interceptor on Bronze. We now have 8 equipped. Go ahead and throw on Box Out Beast up 1 more. And then lastly, throw on something like, you could do Glove if you're going against more of a ball handling big. You could do Challenger if you're going against a shooting big. Or we can do Workhorse to help get to loose balls. I'll probably go ahead and throw on Bronze Challenger. And then with our last 9, we're definitely going to want, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get Gold Rebound Chaser. Then we've got 9 left. So let's do, we'll do Anchor on Bronze. And then we've got 4 left. And you could technically, knock your Box Out Beast down 1. Well, actually you can't because you've only got 10 applied. So we got 4 badges left. What you could do, and this is definitely an option, is you could take your Rebound Chaser down to Silver, something like that. But I would recommend any badge that you're going to spend a lot of points on, the one you're going to spend the most points on be the one you core. So like Rebound Chaser we can put on Silver. We still only have 3 left, so it's not we can get Pogo Stick, and that's where it gets kind of confusing. So I would go ahead and do your Gold Rebound Chaser, core it, throw on your Anchor on Bronze, and with your last 4, just like up the things that you don't have upped yet. So we have all these maxed out. You could go ahead and just get Silver Chase Down Artist, and that's what I would probably do the last one on, just because these other badges aren't necessarily something you'll need as a center. So to run back through this, finishing badges, we got Fearless, Limitless Takeoff, Post Spin Technician, Back Down Punisher, Drop Stepper. We've also got Masher, Rise Up, Fast Twitch. We're going to be able to score off the roll if on a pick and roll situation. We're also going to be able to go up in the post. We've got Midi Magician for shooting, Blinders, Green Machine, Guard Up, Deadeye, and Catch and Shoot. Going to be able to shoot out of the post with that Midi Magician. We're also going to be able to shoot consistently off the pick and pop. And again, you can adjust these too if you're going to be more of a corner sitter on offense. For playmaking, we got Silver Floor General, Silver Special Delivery. If you want, you can knock your Special Delivery down to Bronze and up the Floor General to gold just to boost your teammates a little bit more. Either way, we also got Bronze Break Starter, Bronze Vice Grip, Silver Diamond, Silver Needle Threader, all focused around passing because we're trying to make our teammates better and we're trying to get those assists. And then lastly, for defense and rebounding, we got Bronze Challenger for in case we're going against stretches. We've got a Bronze Interceptor to pick off passes, Silver Chase Down and Box Out Beast and Post Move Lockdown to help us down low. We've also got Anchor and Rebound Chaser to help us down low. You're going to be able to grab boards at a very high rate having that Gold Rebound Chaser because I think a lot of people are going to have it on Silver. But yeah, overall, this is how I would lay out your Nikola Jokic build. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if there's another player you want me to make a build for, I've already got some in mind, but definitely leave a comment and I'll get to it. Peace.